As a lecturer, I mean, what I'm doing is basically for me to be able to get access to these things so that I can use it to teach my students, and also give them that idea about the fact that in as much as formats are available to us now, it keeps changing, and as it changes, you also have to change. And changing, you need to find a way of preserving what you have. It could be clouds at the moment because you can put it in a cloud. You never know the next technology that's coming, but you need to always catch up with technology so that it's easier for you to preserve your work. And that's what I'm teaching my students. Interestingly, I'm a history teacher as well, so I teach history of film, and of course I tell students about the processes that films, the formats have gone through, from celluloid to now, that we are now even shooting on cards. We're at a point where we're shooting on tapes, and disc, and so what I've done is to let them understand the processes up to now, from whatever first process I was using, including the cylinder bit, up to the time that celluloid came in and all that. And I've taught my students to understand these processes, and the fact that as the processes change, you also have to change. And for us to look into the future and look at how we could preserve what we are doing now and get those new formats that are coming to maintain it so that other people can also enjoy it, because films do not die. NAFTI have a library, and it's mainly films that were made by students and films that we use in teaching, and films that were given to us by other institutions who make films or even teach in films. So Deutsche Welle, all those people bring us films here, and we install them there. The preservation system, we have to still keep some of these old formats there, in air-conditioned rooms, and we also have digitized some, and some of them are on drives and the rest like that. So these are the kind of formats. But the idea is that in as much as we as teachers have started this kind of digitization process, would want to move to that level where we could digitize virtually everything there and have a digitization center, because we used to have one here before some years back. I know UNESCO is interested in preservation, but what they need to do is to identify people like us who are interested in preservation of audiovisual materials and help us in terms of resources, because at the end of it boils down to resources. Once you get this old equipment and want to even transfer materials, it has to be paid for, it has to be cleaned. Most of them are not too good, they have to be cleaned, and the processes that it passes through to the final process when we have digitized them is money. We still use money in this event, and I think that if UNESCO is interested in such a project, they could contact people like us who are interested in it and are already doing it, so we can get that funding for especially the equipment, the old equipment that we use in transferring. And then we could have a collaboration between maybe an organization like NAFTI, the University of Media Arts and Communication now, and the unit which is NAFTI, which is the Institute of Film and Television, so we can do more of the presentation and also document it, and we could write papers on it to let those who are coming after us, just for them, out from a personal reason, want to leave a legacy of an audiovisual center that digitizes all the old films, because there are a lot of them. Right now, even in my office, I have SVHS and VHS, over 300 pieces that is yet to be digitized, and it's a lot of work, and it's not going to be like 2 days or 3 days matter, because all of them have to be cleaned before it goes through that process of digitization. And I'm hoping that UNESCO will look at such a project as something that will help all of us, because at the end of it all, we want those coming to come and see what our forebears did, some of the productions that our forebears did. I think the general public should be involved, because, for instance, when we were doing the Audiovisual project, we realized that the general public was so much involved, because some of them have even recorded a time on VHS in the 70s and the 80s and in the 90s, early 90s, before the Audiovisual came to an end. So the general public, besides that, there are some people who are craving for old stuff. If they are involved, so if they have even a tape that has something of an old stuff, that you can give to people like us who want to digitize. You can get it back on television or on screens for you to watch again, and it gives us memories. Look at a program like I Told You So. It was shot in 1969 and viewed and telecast in 1970, and yet virtually every holiday you see it on television again. If it wasn't kept well, how are we going to see all this? Look at Nkrumah's speech at the Polo Grounds. 1957 up to now, March 1957, and because we have been able to preserve it, that's how come we have it here. And so the public should be interested in this preservation.